Hi guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrappin' 2, and today I'll be making a card for Wplus9 LLC. And the stamp set that I'll be using today is this Wplus9 stamp set that I just got. It's called Flora and Fauna, so I'm super excited. I've been wanting this set for a while, so I'm really excited that Wplus9 LLC is now carrying Wplus9. This stamp set is one of their larger stamp sets. I believe they measure 8.5 by 6. So this is a pretty good size stamps. So I'll be using this flower right here. I believe it's called dogwood. And I'll be using that with my Copic markers. Wplus9 LLC is now carrying Copic markers, so I'm super happy. This right here is Nina Solar White. I cut down to 3 3/4 by 5. This panel right here is cut from Lawn Fawn's stitched rectangle die. It's the largest one. So because I'm doing some Copic coloring, I'll be using my favorite things, hybrid licorice black ink. This black ink is really great. I love to use it with my Copics. And you can also watercolor with it too. So it gives a really great impression. So as you can see, this flower is a pretty good size. And there's so many ways you can go ahead and use that. Sorry about my head. I'm stamping out my sentiment. This sentiment is from Stampin' Up. It's one of their older collection. But it says, you're one of a kind, and I really like that. So I have some colors that I chose out already. You want to be sure that the ink is completely dried before you start coloring. I know a lot of people leave the caps on the side, but I moved my paper around all over, so the cap eventually gets kind of knocked down, so I don't put the caps next to it anymore. But the colors that I'll be using is RV04, RV23, and R32. I like to start with my darkest. A lot of people like to start from the lightest to the dark, but I personally start with the darkest. I basically put a little bit of color of the dark where I want my darkest shadows to be, and then I pull it out a little bit more with the medium shade, and then color the entire area with the light. And then I'll go back with the dark and put a little bit more of the shadow, and keep doing that until I get the color that I'm satisfied with. So right now I'm just basically putting down my first layer here. Sorry, this video is a little bit longer than my normal video, but it did take about hour and a half for me to color this, and then this video was about an hour, and so I'm speeding it up quite a bit, and I do go off camera and color as well. So again, I'm just laying down my first layer of color, and you can continue to keep layering on the color, and that's the great thing about Copics. But if you keep working in one area for a while, if you keep doing it over and over, same area, it might bleed. So you want to kind of let the ink dry a little bit before you keep adding another layer and another layer. So right now I'm putting again a little bit more of the dark, and then I pull it out a little bit with the medium, and then again coloring the whole thing with my light. Later on, I actually bring in another color. I wanted more of a contrast. I wanted the center to be a lot darker. So I bring in the RV09. And as you can see, I'm putting the darker colors on the center of the flowers and also a little bit on the outer edges of the flower as well, because I want this middle part of the petal to be lighter. So it kind of gives more depth and dimension. So I keep going back and forth. I think I might have already brought in the RV09, the darker one. Yeah, I did. So I finished coloring the rest off camera. The center, I just put Y38 and Y17. And now I'm going to be working on the leaves. And the leaves, I'm using G28, G07, and YG45. I'll go ahead and list all the colors on my blog if you like to know exactly what colors I used. So again, with my darkest, I go first with my darkest and then medium and the light. So this flower is really fun to color. I think it'll be fun to watercolor with this as well. So I'll probably be trying that, maybe using the Zig watercolors with this flower. That'll be fun too. So I'm putting the shadows where the flower is on top of the leaves. So then that's going to cast the shadow. So that's where you want to put the darkest. This is my medium here. And then my light. So again, I'll go back and forth to get the look that I want. In the center, the stem is such a small place. I just only use 2 colors for that area. So it's fun to have all these layers of colors and they blend so well. That's the great thing about the alcohol markers. And I really like the way this turned out, the flowers. And now I'm creating kind of like clouds using B00, B000, and B000. So this is kind of something new for me. I've seen Sandy Alnock do this before. Actually, she's done it a couple times. And so I wanted to really try this out. And I really like the end result. But a lot of blending. I kind of made the first, when I'm drawing it in, I put it too dark on the first one. So the second one, I'm kind of making it a little bit more lighter. I think it's really pretty. So I'm blending it out. I'm softening up the clouds. I want to get rid of the harsh lines. I just really want to make it look soft, like fluffy. So I felt like it needed some more. So I put one at the top right there. And then kind of just blended it out. I really like this. So this is quadruple B quadruple 0. And I keep going back and forth to soften it out even more. And later I bring in the colorless blender, the 0 marker, to blend it out even more. What I'm doing now is I want this blue halo around the flowers. So I'm using B00 and B triple 0. And I'm lining the entire flower here. And then I'm blending it out a little more with the B triple 0. I wanted this halo around the flower to match the background. So as you can see, this is a very good size flower. So you can color it and just leave it like this and it would still look pretty. I think. I think it's nice. So here is the 0 marker here, and I'm blending out the blue around the flower as well as the clouds as well. So I really like the way it turned out. So I'm attaching it to my black cardstock here using the ATG. And I'm going to have everything kind of flat. I don't have any dimension today. But you can definitely fussy cut out the flowers and then put it on top and to give more dimension if you like. But today I'm just making it flat. I'm putting some Wink of Stella on the flowers and I have it kind of, I'm holding the cardstock because I want to put it on the entire area and I couldn't really see. So it's really shimmery in real life. I know the camera can't really catch the shimmer. And I felt like it needed something else. So I grabbed some of these sparkling clear sequins. This is from Tupelo Designs LLC. They carry this as well. They have it in several sizes. It's Cartwright's sequins. So I'm just kind of laying some sequins here and there, just random. And then I'm going to use my glossy accents to attach the sequins. You can also use a Ranger multi-medium as well. So I really had fun today coloring this flower, and I look forward to coloring the rest of the image as well as this flower. I want to try to color it with watercolor. So this basically finishes off my card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button, and the supplies will be listed below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.